Hey everyone, and welcome back to Plans, Budgets, and Goals. In today's video, we are going to be doing a closeout for the month of March for my expenses and counting out some envelopes in my wallet to see how much is left, kind of doing a tally of what was left, how much I spent, and running through the totals getting set up for April. So if that's something that you are interested in and you like budgeting, cash stuffings, sinking fund updates, those types of videos, please keep watching and please consider subscribing. All right, so I have my breakdown sheet here for my last week in March. These are the envelopes that I stuffed last week, and I want to go through and see what was actually left over from my cash envelopes. So this is cash that I'm getting ready to stuff for next week, but we're going to do that in a different video. So I'm going to put that aside and run through my wallet. So let's see how much I have left for groceries. For groceries, I have $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 left for groceries. I'm going to do the pen because that is just way quicker than the text box. Okay, that's groceries. For fun, we have left $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 in fun. Okay. In eating out, we have $5 left. For household, we have nothing. We could spend everything left in household. Miscellaneous, so actually in household, let me put 0 here. Miscellaneous, we had 8, and we have $1, $2, $3 left in miscellaneous. And for extra week, you guys know that I don't unstuff this because I just keep this for the week before pay period, which will be next week. So I'm going to leave this in here. And right now there is 20, 25, 30. So this envelope should go up, not down. So there's 30 in there. Coffee. I spent all of it. It is empty, so there is 0 left. Oops. For my daughter, I did give her all her money, so there's 0 left there. Spending, there was 0, and then 15, there's also 0 because that I left in here and there's nothing left. I just don't have envelopes for them. Okay, so that's what was left. We didn't go over, which is good, any of our categories here, and the extra week actually went up, so that's good. All right, so let's go ahead and move this out of the way. And I'm going to put this cash here. These are all ones. Yep, heavy on the ones. Okay, let's move that out of the way. And then I'll move this out of the way. So this is the budgeting worksheets that I use. This is a collaboration from a planner account, which I use in my A5 that I have over here. It's a Moterm A5, and that's where I keep my finance inserts. And it's from Rosie Papetier and Papery Planning. So I'll tag their shop below. But it's a year's worth of inserts, and it's basically like the calendar form where you write down, actually, where's the calendar? Oh, it's right here. So the calendar format where I highlight and put all my bills due for the week and then do the budget by paycheck method. So by every week you are writing down what bills you owe, and then you calculate by week how much you have to pay that week for bills, and I break it down that way. So, and then over here I just use any other notes, basically any other financial notes, birthdays that I want to keep you know, pretty much head in the front of this so that I know that that's extra expenses that I'm going to have to spend for the month. And this just keeps my bills pretty much listed. And this is what we're going to go through here. So at the end here, a lot of people go through this weekly. I don't necessarily, I mean, I did the weekly track down. For me, I don't necessarily need to track it every week as long as I track it on the expenses, like on this cash envelope stuffing. That if I, as long as I track it on there, I'm okay with tracking it there and leaving like a running balance and then redistributing whatever's left over or not left over, as opposed to doing like an expense tracker every week. I know it's a lot of work to do, keep up with your finances, but sometimes the easiest way to keep up with it is to simplify it as much as possible. So for me, it's doing this just the once a month. So I already wrote down what all my expenses were here, and I highlighted them just so that I would know how much I went through. So that's kind of what I'm going to go through real quick with you guys and just kind of see where I was on my spending, on my daily expenses every week. So let's see if I can do this without messing up too bad here. Okay, so let's start off here. $93. Okay, so for households, we spent $261.79. Okay, so for groceries, oh, I see I left a blank one here, so that's, I'm not sure why that was left blank. I'll have to go back and look, but that's okay. Okay, so for groceries, it was $488.84. For our spending category, actually I didn't do much spending this month just because I was trying to be good, but the only thing I did spend out was that was out of a sinking fund. I went to Bad Bunny's concert here in Vegas. I ended up buying tickets like last minute for me and my daughter, and they ended up being like really great floor tickets, like floor level tickets to Bad Bunny. I mean, it was such a good concert, and I took that out of our sinking fund that I had. So I don't count that as like technically like a monthly expense, but yeah, it was a huge expense, but it was totally worth it. And then that's the first concert I've been to in I think 2 years. I mean, have you guys gone to any concerts since all this stuff? I think that was the first concert I've been to, and I used to be a heavy concert goer, so that meant a lot to us. Anyway, so gifts, spending. Okay, I'm gonna do this $128.95. That was a spending here. And then the dress that I bought for a party. And then I bought some stuff off of Instagram. And I think that was it. Okay. So $203 in our spending. $203.95. For coffee. Gosh, did I not spend anything on coffee? Oh, okay, it's $6. $6 for coffee here. And $8 for coffee there. $14 for coffee. That's not bad at all. eating out. We spent $85, 85, 86. Okay, for gas. Oh yeah, the fun one. 53.34. Let's see how much I spent for gas. And then $180. 05. My daughter, I don't think I spent anything on her. Nope, nothing on my daughter. My dog, I think we spent just the 15 on food. Miscellaneous was all the gifts that I had this month for the birthdays. And 137.36. Actually, I'm not going to break down the planner one because I put that in spending. And beauty, I did not spend anything in beauty. Okay. All right. So those were our expenses for the month. So let's see what the total was here. Okay, for a grand total of $1386.85. So those are my expenses for the month of March, which actually I don't think is too bad. That's pretty good for 2 people on a limited paycheck for the month of March, which I'm not even going to talk about. We are going to recover for the month of March, but I did start contributing to a new investment, which I will share in a different video, all the investments that I have. So I did put some money into that. The sinking funds, yeah, those are sinking funds that I used up for the month, which was a medical expense. My hair I got done, but that was also a sinking fund, so I don't count that here because I used that here. I put the down payment on a girls trip that we are going to be taking next year, which also was a sinking fund. And then I bought some tickets that we are going to be going to a vacation towards the end of the year, which I also used from my sinking fund from last year. So all that was spent for this month as well. And then I did also contribute to a investment for my daughter's future, which was a lash class that she wanted to start doing. So we put $300 towards that, and that was from her savings sinking fund that we use for college / education / anything for her future. That's what we use that money for. So that was from there. So not too bad for the month of March. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Stay tuned for an April budget with me, and then our cash stuffing for the first week of April as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.